They could be subject to continuing legal discussions and or may, depending on what's said in the public domain, be subject to further legal action. So given the fact that we task our staff and our chief exec to carry out this litigation, and then they've done the litigation, a part of litigation is using their best judgment within their knowledge of the law and experience to make decisions around whether in a civil litigation they would look to settle or not settle and where they might negotiate that settlement. I think you've got to be really careful about entering into a discussion around whether that judgment and whether content was appropriate or not. So, and also it sort of starts to read like, you know, some of the media comment, and I think we've got to be very, very careful in this space. So I just, in terms of the negotiations, that has been done under delegated authority, and I think we've got to be, I don't really want to reopen what happened there or not happened there now. Mr. Chief Executive Officer, just hang on please. Yep.
Yes, Chair, I
would like your advice.
I think you're right. Look, we wanted to put this item in the open part of the meeting because this is another demonstration of, you know, there's nothing to hide here, but we are constrained to go into details about why we would or wouldn't appeal. You know, we're saying there are some minor appeal points. We also don't want to disclose publicly what our tactics are for potentially settling claims when we have more in the pipeline. So if you do want to explore that strategy with us, we would need to exclude the public to protect our, you know, our commercial positioning on these issues. They're significant, and we should not do that in the public arena because we could prejudice our position.
Mr. Chair, I'd just like to say...
Order. There's a procedural motion that has been put, and that is that the motion be put. Now, well, you'll want to finish?
Can I respond positively on that? Because yeah. I'm pleased that the talk about accuracy, whether it was accurate or not, some of the claims that have been made, because that has not been reflected publicly so far. So what we've given that today is some clarity as to Council's wider view on some of the claims that may have been made by other parties.
All right.
So okay. I think it's been helpful in that regard.
Thank you. You've concluded your view. Now the motion is on the table, that the motion be put. Is there a second to that motion? There is a second, Councillor Arthur and I. This is a procedural motion that the motion be put. All those in favour say aye. Aye. It's against? Okay, I'm going to put the substantive motion. It is in front of you. All of those in favour say aye. Aye. It's against? Passed. Thank you very much. All the best. Right, councillors, we are now arriving at the point for a 5-minute break for the public to depart. I will therefore move for all of the reasons that the public be excluded. Move that. Second, Councillor Callum. All those in favour say aye. It's against, passed.